and you
Always
had
the vampire.
Actually, she was hired from my character's dad.
That's cool.
do you know who your character's dad is?
I said,
I don't remember if you ever told her.
I never did, and you will find out this campaign if you guys go down the right alleyways. So you actually weren't here, Peter, for one of the sessions whenever Unit 7 just went away as a session after, but Bob actually got brought up.
Like, I know, no, you talked about him once.
Okay. Did about the King's speech?
your dad is the king?
No.
No, like I remember you brought him up as
Boo.
as one of the wizards, or one of the spellcasters in the something.
He was brought up in passing, but he was also mentioned. Kyle cut on to this whenever the King's speech happened. People were walking away from the speech talking about who would be the successor, and some people were talking about the desire of having Bob be the new king. Whether or not that, that's just a little bit of rumor just to pop Bob's name in. Yeah, you did. You rolled a perception trying to hear the gossip and whatnot. So
I think that is where I heard it.
okay, cool. Well, so where we were last time, you guys fought a great, amazing battle. You fought in a riverway passway where you saw mushroom men staring off at you as you're getting pelted by arrows, a horrible eyeball creature that was zapping you with laser beams from the darkness, a horrible underdark horrific creature lashing out its bone with its muscle and tendons, trying to suck you back into the watery depths as you're assailed by more and more goblins, eventually ramming into or finding another floating craft of these underdark goblinoids that teleported onto your boat, attempted one last attempt in this specific area to overtake you, having a couple close calls with Olden, Sherfa jumping in after him to help save him, and Simon growing into his large size, jumping off the ship, decimating the goblins and the hooked creature over there, I believe. No? What'd you kill?
I didn't kill anything.
He went over there and tried to, but it was killed by other people maybe, but was able to easily get back onto the ship. You guys continued your travel and came up to a Y junction where Captain Simon told you that there was another location at B1 for the Lost Treasure Cove, which you guys elected to travel down this way. But upon arriving to the bay area that is the cove itself, you saw with a perception check some torchlight off in the distance, raising concern. And after kind of not dropping anchor, but rowing and assessing the situation, speaking with Simon and Captain Jamie, there was a decision made to
leave. Stay the course.
So you guys would travel about another 3 hours or so, heading your way up towards the next junction. So I will reveal there's another junction that you guys come across. You do see where the river behind you kind of meets up, but you are able to make your way up here to this junction. Takes about another hour and a half or so. You consult Jamie and the information you have, Simon, and to continue to the lair of which you are looking for your treasure. It would be up this way. Would you like to continue that way?
Yes.
You would also be told that heading to the west is where the C locations are. So C1, C2, C3, and C4.
I would ask if there's like a cove or something within an hour's travel direction.
Of this direction,
Didn't the
west.
whole people need to like sleep? The crew?
Yeah, yeah. At this point, I'm asking basically, um, if there's some place like right here or right here that we could stop. If not, then continue on.
Well,
If that makes sense.
any location, as we said, since we left Treasure's Cove, that was kind of the last kind of beached area. We're gonna have to tie off to some rocks on the side of the river, find
Okay.
some sort of alcove. But if we head over to the Jesus Christ, click, drag. If we head over to the sea mining areas, I mean, there's a couple of Y junctions that split off to various areas, but it's a few hour, maybe an hour or so travel to get to the locations itself for a beached area. But if we continue this travel to the north, then we're just going to have to tie off on a river. The last stop is a beached area that's we wouldn't get to until tomorrow. That is a beached area. But we'll be stopping mid-river.
Okay.
All right.
Let's continue north.
Very good. You guys continue north, and you get to roughly about here. And the crew kind of comes to a halt, and Captain Jamie says, "All right, boys, that's going to do it for today. Let's go ahead and tie it off to the side of the river. Here's a good alcove." And they begin to pull out some ropes and tie off the front and sides and get some, I don't know what they'd have in these current times. We'll say some bamboo spherical shaped woven together with like a fish hide wrapped around the edge, and they put between the rock and the ship itself, kind of like a buoy to prevent scraping and whatnot. To get a little bit of distance, but they keep it tied so that they can stay there. There is a flowing river, it's not just perfectly still. And you guys, during this time, would have been working on your various personal projects. Olden, you're working on your tinkering. What else would you guys be working on? And not to take it away, but you have plenty of time to discuss, talk to Simon or the others about, you guys have gone through a lot, so just kind of something to think about. You've come from Marshwood Webb, you've traveled across the country, you've been to Cinder Valley, you've met a handful of people along the way. Some of you have aspirations to go to Tridon. Yakutsuku was a big thing that happened in y'all's life. You have the ward keeper things on some of your forearms. So not to force you, but there's plenty of time to RP anything if you want to say anything.
I probably would have more to say after we get back than at this point.
More focused on the danger and the current situation.
Well, and more conversations that I'm mulling about where I would be like intentionally saving them for post conclusion.
Sure. No worries. I just didn't want to feel like I was forcing you guys to just be quiet and let me move the boat. So feel free to jump in at any point. Anyways, but you guys do come here for a night's rest, and Captain Jamie tells the crew to head below deck and ask for you guys to take watch over the ship at night. Since the crew needs its rest, they'll get up first thing in the morning and begin trekking again. And you see that the crew, they are bandaged and wrapped from the goblin attacks that they've had. Captain Jamie is like tending to some arrow wounds, and looks like one of them are a bit infected. Nothing that you need to necessarily take action on, but it's just, they're not adventures necessarily. They're just shipmen that were caught in a really tough situation.
Well, I do anyway. I'm gonna go use first level cure wounds on Captain Jamie.
Sure.
Because he was getting the shit beat out of him. Is that right? He got just like 6 arrows, and I'm feeling particularly like sympathetic to that.
Yeah, for sure. And you probably would have done this a little bit earlier in the day, maybe just after that battle or so. But yeah, absolutely, Mark. Go ahead. What are you healing for?
Let's find out. It is for not much. 7 hit points.
I mean, it's appreciated. You see the
I'll give it another shot. Let's do
Well,
twice.
okay.
Other
Another
people can
7.
do stuff too. Come on.
Jump in.
Yeah, well,
Speak up.
I can't.
instead of stopping me, encourage them to do it.
Is he good now? Is the captain good?
How much was the second heal for?
Another 7, so 14 total.
I mean, he's looking better. The like there was like a infection growing. There's like that yellow green kind of pus around one of those
Oh,
wounds,
yeah.
and it looks
Oh,
like
no.
it kind of subsides a bit, so the skin's like a bit loose because it's not full of pus. But it seems that pus has literally been like eradicated from his body, or absorbed more likely. But he just kind of pokes at it gingerly, and he's like, "Oh, it's much better. Thank you, Olden."
Yeah.
Or any of the other-
I mean, those look pretty bad.
Hurt like the
I'm the only one
dickens.
that does magic.
We've been down here a few times, but each time seems to just get more and more dangerous. I think I should be asking for more gold. Ha!
Yeah, I think you're right. I
I don't have more gold.
No,
Um,
I agree with that empathetically. Like, definitely get paid more if you're gonna nearly die for it.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Yeah. So you guys have the evening. Who is going to? Is anyone taking watch, or are you guys just going to go to sleep and wake up next day? What are you guys
I will
doing?
Yeah.
watch.
I'll take first with Simon then.
Okay.
I can do second. I'm still pretty decent.
I'm happy to take a watch.
Okay.
Is there any of the other crewmen though that are injured?
Yeah, I mean
Like-
they all have taken a little bit of damage. They're probably more exhausted than like severely injured. Like some of them have like superficial cuts. So for me when I run D&D, like damage isn't always like my arms cut off. It can be like you grow tired defending yourself, or your armor's been taking stuff, but you're not physically hurt. It's just you are running out of fight in you to survive. So they're more exhausted than just super injured.
That's
Got
so great. That's exactly how they describe it in the handbook too. It's like, no, this is not health points. This is not hit points. This is like the creature's will to live.
Yeah, it's like morale kind of. Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, they're big exhausted. But to kind of go back on that, healing does cure that tiredness and that will to fight as well. It's not. Yeah,
Is there a spell that directly interacts with like exhaustion?
I think there's like one or two. I think it's really rare.
I'm going to pull out my plunger.
Yeah.
Oh no. I immediately put my
And-
nose.
Activate it, and what spews forth from it is 10 good berries.
Why?
Who are you passing this out to?
I got a handful of good berries. I'll give them to the crew and anybody who will take them.
Yeah, the crew.
What sound do they make when they pop out? Just like
I'll let Kyle decide
No.
that.
A little pooty sound.
it gets worse.
Why?
That
And what
happens.
does good berries do?
They feed you for.
It gives you like one health,
full meal.
and then also like
Yep.
sustains your hunger.
Enough nourishment for a day.
I bought a lot of food for this trip.
It's like it's better than a ration.
I will.
Yeah,
I
it's
will.
a ration
There was,
plus
there
one
was
hit point.
fresh fruit and veggies.
Yeah, he got stuff so we didn't get scurvy. I think we're.
That's true.
I'm
Each,
alright.
each of the crew will take one of your good berries if you offer it to them. They'll take your
All right.
poop berries.
Pooh berries.
I'm gonna take one, but how long do they last? Because I kind of just want to keep it.
24
A
hours.
day, I think.
Oh, it only lasts 24 hours. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I won't take one.
I mean, it's essentially a free like get someone up if they're dead.
That's true.
Johnny is
Sure.
mesmerized. Oh, he was
I'll-
just
I'll
staring.
take one.
What are you guys doing?
Well,
You're
the
playing
TV
D&D?
is right in front
Oh,
of me,
okay,
so
okay.
he's watching Star Wars.
Understood.
Oh.
understood. Yeah, so they take it. They're very grateful, and they kind of, you see that they were kind of like shoving down some of this food that Simon had bought. for hunger and strength and whatnot, but they take that and they seem to, their whole demeanor towards the food relaxes, and now they're just kind of enjoying the taste and, you know, grabbing an orange and eating like a slice every now and then. They've slowed down their pace, hunger being satiated.
Don't forget your vitamin C. Surface just shouting around the ship.
Yeah, they kind of roll their eyes a bit like, what, you think we don't know? Like, we are the ship people, but they're, yeah,
Tripper
yes.
just asked around the whole dock of like what it took to be a pirate or like a ship person, and people just told her the basics.
Nice.
And so that's why she got a kitty.
Oh yeah, give me
and now
an
she's telling
animal,
everyone to
yeah.
eat her vitamin C.
give me an animal handling check.
Leslie!
As you've been trying to
Ooh.
coax Leslie.
Dirty 20.
Leslie, like I said, she has some of those burnt marks on her, but as
I
you've
show
been
you
kind
if
of
you come with.
showing the constant like reassurance and comforting her, she does eventually come out and yeah, takes cuddles from you and sits in your lap as you kind of feed her tuna, and one or two times whenever you like pull your hand away from petting her, she does that thing where like she grabs it and pulls it down towards her face and like nibbles your fingers and then just make sure she gets those extra scritches. Yeah, Leslie is
And then when
that was awesome. Loki.
Oh my goodness, Loki, come on, dude.
Poor Trish.
It's
They can see you.
this is fine.
Hi,
Hi.
Trish. My favorite evil vampire. So Olden and Simon, you're taking first watch. Sherfa, are you taking seconds?
Take second, and then when I get up, I'll put Leslie with like to sleep with the captain to stay warm.
Okay. Anyone else taking
Cuddly.
second watch? And who's taking third?
Remember my little.
Is Relisa taking
Alright, you
second
can
watch
wake
with
me
her
up for a
bestie?
second.
I'm happy
Oh.
to.
I'll take third.
Was that you trying to raise your hand? Was that what you were doing?
No.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
you just weren't responding.
Okay. So first watch, Olden and Simon, would you please give me a Wait, why is there 3 watches? I just do that because Critical Role does that, but is that right? Is that split up correctly?
We're gonna do
So-
4.
Ah.
Without having to get into it? Super deep is 3. Is 3 the right number?
I've
It
always
gives time for
done
there to be
3.
like 3-hour watches with a little bit of overlap for change of guard and things like that.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Okay. Olden and Simon, give me a perception check. If you do not have dark vision, roll with disadvantage. If you're using a light source, let me know.
How long has it been since we had our encounter in the?
Hours.
How many?
I will check for you. Monsters were here, so if we use this tool, boom, 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 boom,
I think
boom,
it was
boom,
in
boom,
it
boom,
like
boom, boom, boom,
close to 3.
about 3. That's right.
Cool. Well, like 5 more hours of dark vision up. I'll be using my dark vision.
Very good.
Nice.
9.
9.
Oh yeah, I should probably actually roll, huh? All right.
I mean, if you feel
you
like it.
should probably like respond or something.
Ow.
You're exhausted. 17.
17. Okay. Simon, your mind drifts as you are distracted by your goal here. It's finally, you're getting close. You feel like, every corner this ship takes around this cave system is possibly the footpath to the lair of the thing you desire most, in that you've been searching for such a long time. You have a hard time concentrating, but you're keeping an eye out. You don't see much. Olden, you see.
May I
Mhm.
also specifically just be checking on like how they anchored us? Because they said they're going to tie it off to like the cave walls and stuff, right? So
Yeah,
I would probably like intentionally spend time at the edge of the boat, just like checking the anchors and things.
yeah, for sure. So you are kind of walking. Both of you are taking turns, kind of walking back and forth, maybe occasionally talking. You kind of look over where the boat's been anchored to the cave wall, and they're tied off to stalagmites that are off on the front, and then on the back there's just this giant boulder where the rope has been wrapped around like 3 times.
Nice.
It's very securely done, very well done, professionally done. Um, but yeah, you kind of keep a special eye on that. You kind of look around the space with this dark vision that you've had before many times, but in something where you would be completely blind, you're really fascinated by it and kind of take in everything in the cave system. You see that bats are kind of flying here and there, snatching up these little floating, glowing bugs that occasionally let off some light but are quickly snatched up as soon as they do. The occasional fish that kind of makes a plop sound as it kind of hits the surface with its tail before diving down back below. You kind of look over the ship edge and you see the water rushing, hitting the side of the boat before continuing down the pathway, the river system. But nothing of concern catches your eye. Change of watch. Simon and Olden wake up Sherfa and Relisa. It's the two of you go to bed. Sherfa and Relisa.
I'm going to cast Dark Vision on Sherfa as well, so that she doesn't have to light up her axe to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely do so. Last thing you do before you hit the bed. Very good. Both of you give me a perception check.
18.
Oh. Wow. That's, is that a... I think that's a 9. 13.
13. This is not hard to miss. Relisa, you notice it before Sherfa does. Sherfa, you're kind of on the bow of the boat looking downriver as you guys are pointed in the way you're traveling, and you see again these kind of bugs on the wall, occasionally letting off some light and glowing before going dark. You see on the edge where the water meets the cave, these little crabs that kind of plop into the water and use their back fins to kind of quickly float down and disappear below the surface. But really, so you're on the back where the wheel is, and you kind of look behind you, hearing a kind of splashing noise that's a bit louder than just the water rolling against the edge of the cave system. And within entering your vision, you see a boat. As it begins to approach, this boat is very small. You guys are roughly 15 feet off of the water surface. This boat may only have about 3 feet off the surface before the flat dock is. There's a very large, it's about 40 feet long, about 15 feet wide. It has 2 large rudders on the back, and on the back it's about 5 foot tall, so it kind of arcs a bit on the back so that the person on the back can see over this thing that they're hauling that takes up the bulk of the middle of the ship, which is about 8 foot tall, covered in this burlap canvas material. The edges of it are tied down with rope, and it's just this like large mound. It could be dirt, it could be King Kong, it could be anything, it could be crates, it could be a wagon under there. Like, it's just this large covered thing by canvas, and then on the edges it's like that zigzag as it's being tied down tight. And on the ship you see 2 cloaked hooded figures, and you see about 5-6 of those mushroom men that you saw previously.
No.
Probably the ones that were in the frickin' place.
And if I'd like to encourage just Release and Sherfa to talk at this point.
I didn't hear what Relisa said at all.
No, it's
Oh,
okay.
she's muted.
She's talking to Johnny.
I
think.
see. Yeah.
And so you said that Sherfa also sees this, just I see it just a smidgen faster, right?
Yeah, you kind of see it, and you'd probably like turn your head and
Motion
like
her over.
whistle or something like that just to get her attention.
Yeah, I'll run over. I'll pull out my axe, but I'm not gonna light it yet.
Yeah, you both are on the top steering portion of the back of the boat. They're about 40 feet away, very slowly, just flowing with the river. There's no oars pulling them. They just seem to be riding the river, so they're going pretty slowly.
Do they
Sherfa,
have
what do you
any?
think?
What?
Do they have any flags? Like, are they flying anything?
You don't see any flags.
I don't.
It's a good
I
question.
mean,
Should we go and get anybody? Just see what they do?
I
don't know
kind
what
of
to
just.
do.
So
Oh my goodness.
we've never
Sorry,
had
I'm
this
being yelled
kind of
at.
come up before, so I will give you this.
Ah.
If you wake up the others during their short rest, if there's enough of a commotion or enough of a break, they will not gain the
Yeah.
benefits of a long rest.
Right?
Or you just have to take more time in the next day to get that full rest.
That makes sense. Start earlier or start later in the day.
Right.
What do
I
you
mean,
think,
we
Sherfa?
could technically alert the captain, but if they don't do anything, then why disrupt other travelers?
Do you just want to watch them?
Let's just see what they do at first.
We're assuming that they see us, right? Like of course they see their boat, but they see us as in our people. They see Relisa and Sherfa.
Are you guys just waiting to see what happens? What are you doing? I mean,
yeah, so when we saw them, I would want to stay, like, I want them to know, like, there's people that are alert.
Okay, very good.
So I wouldn't want to make a huge scene.
Understood.
Or show aggressive, but
so
that's why I didn't light up my axe.
So maybe 30 seconds or so kind of pass by as they begin to approach near you. They're about 10 feet behind your ship, but 20 feet away. So there's a good distance between the two boats, but they're now beginning to come parallel to you.
They have enough room to get by?
Tons of room. Yeah, this river is very wide.
Okay.
It's like 80 feet, 100 feet wide cave.
Right.
But as they do,
are they coming like really close to our ship?
it doesn't raise alarm to the.
Okay.
It seems like they're just in the middle of the river, essentially. But as they are about 10 feet back, 20 feet away, you notice that all at once the mushroom men all turn towards you, stop all the tasks they're doing, and just stare at you. And then just a beat later, the two hooded figures kind of turn their cowls towards you. You can see the tip of their cowls kind of pointed towards your ship.
They see us, and they have not retaliated at least yet.
As you guys kind of sit there and hold your breath, the mushroom men quickly snap out of it. They pull on some ropes on the tarp, and they just pull it tighter. And they begin to do more tasks around the boat, kind of scurrying more quickly.
Can I, when they get closer, try and see what the figure under the tarp might look like?
Give me a perception check. This is a very high DC.
I know.
Can I help
little
her?
guy.
You can look yourself. Yeah, roll.
You said perception?
Yep, you guys are kind of chatting to each other like, what do you think's under there?
It's gonna be a 9.
Yeah.
Well, I did just barely better than that. Oh! Oh!
Oh wait,
Oh!
I have inspiration. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. First,
Go ahead.
I haven't. I'm gonna use my dark Owen, my dark pack, my dark thingy, the thingy that I get a D10.
Sure.
Oh wow, okay, nice. Look at Blake. He's so proud.
Are you proud of me? Okay, so
It's like
got-
finally.
I know.
You're only
I know.
level friggin' 6.
I got a 21.
21 doesn't quite beat the DC, but what you can see is there is some sort of, you see scales of some sort. You can't tell if this is like scale armor or like bodies of lizards or like a friggin' dragon or like, I don't know what else, but you see like a patch of like what is scales.
There's scales
don't
under the tarp.
Yeah.
Okay. There's scales. under
Definitely
the
like
tarp.
a lizard type of scale.
There's some sort of lizard scale under that big mound of thing.
With, what'd you say, 21?
21.
So with that 21, you're scanning the whole boat. You also notice one of the hooded figures. You see a tentacle pop out from underneath it, kind of whip out very quickly, and then go back under. Not like as a threat or anything, just as a natural like movement of it, just kind of gesticulating, and it just
Like a little snake with its tongue out. Comes back.
sure, whatever. Yeah,
Why not? Well, I mean, they haven't started a fight with us. I don't see why we should fight them.
I'd say they're about equally parallel to you guys at this point. Again, 20 feet away.
If you want, you can go and
Should we talk
ask the
to-
captain.
Should we say anything to them, or just continue to stare them down?
What are we gonna say to him?
What if we just say like, "It's a great evening, right, guys, fellas? It's a nice light. It's a very lovely night."
Nailed
As
it.
I'm stumbling over my words.
Yeah, you don't have a +5 to charisma.
Oh, right.
Four. I don't have a +5.
I mean, you
They're
can.
about.
I don't.
They're moving 5 feet further
I
down.
already
River.
did
What
it.
would-
I said it.
Oh, you did say
You
that.
said it? Oh, okay. She
I'm
did say
sorry,
it.
I thought-
Oh,
I thought-
okay.
I thought you were just
I thought you were
goofing.
saying it.
Yeah, I thought you were just goofing. So what did you say exactly?
I said it's a really nice night, right? Hi, guys.
They continue to kind of give you. Actually, hold on.
I'm gonna be jumped by mushroom men.
I mean, we don't know this. They could be friendly, or maybe they're mute.
They a voice enters your mind,
Oh, well.
and you hear,
Good job.
"What brings you to the river?"
Not in my mind. It's in your mind.
Yeah, it's in releases.
Yeah, but I'm whispering it to Sherfa. I'm saying
Oh, is that what you were saying? Okay.
he's talking to me in my head, and he wants to know what brings us to the river.
Search for
What?
treasure.
We're searching for treasure.
Trevor's so out of her element right now.
Is that a?
Gosh,
like?
Give me,
so bad.
give me a charisma check. Just roll an add your charisma.
Why did I pick this shift?
Oh shoot! I got a 2 plus
God damn it.
plus a 4, so it's a whopping 6.
I mean, she is searching for treasure.
6.
I'm
Every
not
time we
lying.
stop, we search for treasure.
Well, it wasn't a deception check.
Yeah,
It
no,
wasn't deception.
it was more about like how like friendly and stuff you're kind of portraying yourself.
Really, I'm a little nervous.
You see the one creature kind of gestures towards the other, and give me a investigation check.
Investigation. I'm not terrible at those. Well, I rolled a terrible 9.
Wow.
I know, I rolled a
Paige, you
5.
too.
Oh, yay! I didn't know if it was me too.
Yeah,
I
both
hope
of you.
you're better.
What's my investigation? 14.
Both of you kind of look at each other and like talk for a moment, like, what should I say? And then you look back, and there's just a rock wall in front of you, all the way from the river, all the way up to the ceiling. The river seems to have shrunk down to like 30 feet, and they are just, you don't see them. You just see a like the cave. It's like the cave wall went from like out here, and now it's like right next to your boat.
Oh, so they like a wall came up or something.
You just look back, and there's a wall there now, and you cannot see the boat at all.
Well, they're gone.
I could do that too, and I cast minor illusion and make my own wall. So I could do that too.
I think a minor
Sherpa's gonna
illusion
go and
is
try and-
a 5-foot field. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not big.
Yeah.
It's
This
not
thing,
big at all.
this thing is expanding your entire vision. This thing's.
I can do it too, Sherfa. Are you impressed?
I am very impressed. I'm gonna go and try and touch the wall.
The wall is
new
like 10 feet away from the
Existing
boat.
wall. With my tall self and my axe, I can't reach.
10 feet out from the boat.
I don't know. I don't know how long an axe is.
Oh, you're a Goliath, aren't you?
I'm a Goliath. I am big.
I will say, for the sake of like getting this over with, You spend a few moments like holding on to
I'll
the,
even tippy toe it.
you're like
Yep.
reaching over trying to do it and you can't, so you like get on the other side of the rail, you hold on to the rail, and then you're like
Oh.
reaching your arm out.
I
Hold me,
hold.
Relisa.
I do my mage hand. I take my mage hand and poke it.
So as
yeah.
Sherfa's axe is
I had some already
touching
out
the
there.
wall, the mage hand just goes straight through it, and this appears to be an illusionary
Yeah.
terrain.
I don't think they wanted us
I didn't
to
think
see
that they
them.
wanted me to see them. Yeah.
No.
And
then
after
you talk to him.
when you do that, you see that the illusionary kind of like shimmers and then just fades away, and the cave reopens to what it was, and the ship is gone.
Would my mage hand go through so they would actually see like my mage hand on the other side?
If they were still there, but they were not.
If they were there, I was just curious.
You
if
don't
could-
you don't know the extent of this spell, I don't think.
Does that mean they have a speedboat?
No, it just took you a minute to like get on the edge of the ship and fuddle around a bit,
That's true.
but
They got
they are
speed.
gone. The remainder of your
Well.
watch is uneventful. You
Way to
guys,
go, that could have been sweet treasure.
You gotta sleep.
I say in my sleep.
next.
The weirdest dream.
Oh, hold on. I was doing a thing
Excuse
where
me?
I write stuff that you guys missed out on. Let me see
And
here.
I considered attacking them just to see what's underneath, but
Yeah.
I will say that what was underneath would have been amazing, but it's
But
also
mind
very
flayers
likely
will
you
fuck
might
us up.
die. No, you might die.
Yeah.
You very well
Yeah,
might die.
I was scared of the might die part.
Yeah,
Sure
no,
feels like
it's-
no.
Alex would say that was probably a good call at this point with how injured you guys are from the previous battle. Sherfin, Relisa, you go to
I'm
bed.
not injured. Just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
because
a
Our
little.
Yeah.
spell slots
you're
are.
the whole team. Anyway, y'all go to bed. Go to bed, Relisa. Tetra, give me a perception check as you take up last
I-
watch.
Yeah.
I do tell Tetra what we saw. All of it.
Mhm.
The illusion, the boop boop boop, tentacle, everything.
Why didn't you fuck them up?
Because they could have fucked me up.
24.
24, yeah. You keep out a very stoic watch. What is Tetra thinking about as you are overwatching your comrades on this boat, your aspirants to be a void guard with what you've discovered back in the Cinder Valley after you've spoken to the seer and whatnot? Like, what is going through Tetra's mind at this point?
Yakisaki and rubbing on my tattoo.
And what about that? Like,
Itchy.
are you thinking?
Uh,
Is it that simple, or is there a deeper?
Well, it's the feeling of having failed him and not wanting to fail others.
Cool.
He's morose.
Yeah, you're looking around, and what'd you roll for your perception?
24.
With a
Very, very
24,
high.
you're keeping an eye out, and nothing concerning comes across your way. However, you do look into the various like rocks that are kind of poking out of this cave system, and you do see one of those fallen shards that's probably 80 foot across, maybe like 20 foot back, so about 100 foot. Well, you can't see that far, so let's scratch that. About 60 foot back on the side that your boat is connected to. You just see this like white, pure white rock where you look at it and it's not emitting light, but when your eyes make a direct line with it, it seems to glow. It's like when your eyes contact that specific rock, it is illuminated to you and you only. And you look at it, give me a wisdom save.
Super good. Oh, that's a lot of math. 25.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
With a 25, you begin at first to kind of get lost and mesmerized by this. Like, it's beginning to overtake your mind and your consciousness, and you feel the drugs of sleep, the dregs of sleep beginning to pull you. But then your mind begins to shift into that very familiar void where you saw
The jackal.
the jackal. Thank you. And this small shard, everything else around you, you get tunnel vision, goes black, and the shard that you're looking 60 feet away from begins to come close to you. As you're not floating, you feel the connection of the boat beneath your feet, but it draws close to you, and as it does, it's like your eyes are zooming into the rock, or the rock is coming to you at the same point, and you see inside, just curled up in the fetal position with jagged, like, flame-like spikes coming out of the head, down the spine, and the back, covered in fur, and kind of huddled in position, the jackal. And you just hear in your head, like, resonating, "Find me." And then you kind of come to, and you hear the click of the door from Jamie's cabin open up and go, "Oh, good morning, gang!" And you guys all benefit from a long rest.
Woo!
Damn, he's not looking good.
Who?
The
jackal.
jackal.
I mean, that's
Maybe
kind
he's
of
just
the
sleeping.
yeah, that's kind of the position you found him in. He was in the fetal position, kind of curled up, and you had these kind of like flames that were like frozen in stasis. He's locked in a prison essentially.
The jackal's locked in a prison?
I mean,
Oh,
you don't know,
yes.
but yeah. Yep, he is.
Well, yeah.
Um,
Nothing. Never mind.
No, it's
I
okay.
thought, didn't we fight the jackal?
No.
What did we fight
when?
that you made a deal with? Didn't you make a
That
deal
was a
with
devil.
That was a bone devil.
Yeah.
Just a devil, not the jackal.
Yeah.
I thought.
It was a bone devil. Would you like to know his name?
I
Carrick!
have his name.
Like
somewhere.
Geordie LaForge or something.
Carrick. It's Carrick. I remember. It's Carrick. Carrick.
Carrick, the bone devil.
The jackal.
Well,
The
then-
jackal. So Kyle and I had a one-on-one session when he died,
Yeah.
and you guys didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
I think we might have talked about it a bit, but he had a special interaction with the jackal.
Okay, so I was just thinking that they were the same person. That's why.
Understood?
Okay.
No, it's good. Good to ask questions.
That's why I was like, wait a second. I thought, yeah, I thought they were the same person. That's my bad.
Very good. All right, so, you guys awake the next day. If there's nothing to discuss, you guys continue your way
How much further until the Medusa lair?
until the Medusa lair. My good friend Simon, Peter, my boy.
Boy,
It is
20 hours.
roughly-
No, I'm playing.
It's about
No, exactly where the Medusa lair is.
it's about a 6 hour. It's about a 6 hour travel. So
More 6 more hours.
you'll
Holy
be able
moly.
to
Don't be a butt.
nope nope none,
Nope.
none, none of that's
Take
real.
it out.
But
Don't
yeah,
worry, once I draw it, it disappears.
Yeah.
you guys come up onto a fork to go left or right. Would you like to go left or right, Simon? Or do you want to leave it up to the captain?
To the Medusa!
They both lead to the same place.
Oh.
Oh. Flip a coin.
Captain, which route will hold the least danger?
You know, this used to be like a one way. This split is new. I'm not sure. I'm sure which.
flip a
I'm,
coin.
it looks like the cave caved in on itself and is split, and I'm not sure. You know, if we go left, you know, there could be some. I don't know. I need a decision. It's coming up quick. Pull back on
Heads or
the
tails?
oars.
To the right.
Heads or tails?
To the right. To the right. To the right. Yeah, you guys. Oh,
Trevor's just gonna go around passing out oranges to all of her friends.
oh my God, you and the oranges.
There you go.
You guys go to the right, and
Simon is eating an apple.
absolutely.
That's fine.
Here, have some good berries.
With the birds. Get
I
you
can
in the
make him and take it.
Oh,
Won't eat it, but I'll just take him and take it.
during I'm so sorry. Let me backtrack just one little wee bit. Relisa, during your night's rest, you dream as you sit in the hammock below deck, as it kind of sways back and forth. You open your eyes, and as you feel that swaying, you feel yourself on a crate on the top deck of the boat. And when you open your eyes, you look to your left and your right, and next to you see Van Thax, Nikel, and Barnabas. Or, I'm sorry, you see Van Thax, Barnabas, and Follop. You are Nikel. And Follop looks to Barnabas and says, "Is it worth all this headache? I mean, the Underdark is deadly." Barnabas says, "This isn't about you or me or the people on this ship. Things are happening. The Lightfall happened for a reason. I think the answer to that question is where we are going." Van Thrax jumps in and says, "But there's gold, right? Or something?" Barnabas replies, "Sure, gold and riches." The group kind of smirks and laughs, but you can see in their eyes a sinking feeling of insurmountable task that is ahead of them. But Van Thrax kind of chuckles and laughs, says, "Yeah, lots of gold." And then they all just kind of sit there and peel an apple and kind of sway back and forth as the boat rocks. You feel like if you wanted to, you could jump in and say something.
I know I've been having some problems remembering, but where are we actually going right now?
Barnabas looks to you and, "Nikel, for the last time, going to the last unknown temple of the dead gods. Apparently there's an artifact. Provided that we retrieve it, a mountain of gold is waiting for us. And some information."
Does it look like I'm not speaking to them, I'm speaking in my brain. Does it look like I know where we're at all? Like, does anything look familiar with this river or this
Give me a
boat that we're on?
perception check.
19.
The boat is unfamiliar. It just seems like another kind of shipping vessel. The cave system does look very familiar to the one that you're in. Though you don't see any sort of markings or anything that says like, "Oh my god, like we were just there like an hour ago." But the like layout, the thickness of it all, some of the bugs kind of seem reminiscent of the same type of bugs that you're seeing casually, you know, kind of glow and whatnot. You might even have like a deja vu of a bug appearing and then a bat coming down and swapping it up, going like, this is definitely the Underdark, which is where you guys are right now as well.
And where, I know that there's like different mining and like temple areas, Barney, that we've seen. Is there like a landmark number that this was in again?
He just looks at you confused and goes, "No, we're nowhere near those mining shafts of Thousand Leaf. This is far down west. We've gone over this 1,000 times."
I know, Barney.
And
I'm
then
really
you
bad at
pinpoint vision
directions.
to darkness.
Damn it.
Very good. So you wake up,
Man.
you guys travel your distance. You head right. As you guys take this right side, some of the cave did fall in, and Simon quickly speaks up, says, "All right, we're going to have a long day ahead of us. There's a split up ahead, so I'm going to need you guys to kind of split up into two different groups. Sherfa and Simon, let's have you jump below deck. I need you guys to get rowing with the rest of them. That way Armin can go up with Release, so you two go up in the nest. Keep an eye out for rocks. Olden, Tetra, and Nistano, I need you to continue patching up the boat. I think we're gonna have some trouble. We're gonna run into, we're gonna take some damage. It's gonna be bad. So let's go, crew."
FYI, I would have told all our friends and the captain about what we saw. I'm just putting that out there.
Oh god, that's terrifying. We were asleep. Could have been slaughtered. Everything's fine. Oh god. And you hear the crew go, "We're gonna fucking
I wouldn't
die."
let you get slaughtered. I wouldn't let you guys get slaughtered. That's why I didn't interact with them. We didn't die. You're alive. You're alive.
Oh, we did
Then
kind
I'm
of
gonna go
interact
down.
with them
Did
just
you
a little bit.
Well, Relisa interacted.
The
without me knowing.
the crew shit. The one of the crew guys, who is he? Let me see here. Oh no, my notes got all smattered. I don't like that. Here we go. So Adrian, the dwarf, kind of walks up and he just like puts his hand up next to his face where he's clearly been like slashed with a sword from a goblin. Looking at Sheriff, he says, "You didn't protect me then, did ya?" And then he just walks off.
I did
Well,
my
you're not
best. I
important.
got hit too.
Just don't make promises you can't keep.
I didn't promise anything to you. The serpent just pouts away.
Cool. Very good. So yeah, during this next kind of event, I should say, I need you guys to make some rolls. So I would like Sherfa and Simon to please give me athletics or something else if you want to for rowing, but athletics or something if you want to tell me something creative, but athletics rolls. I need Relisa to give me a perception check. I need Olden and Tetra to give me a tinkering or woodworking check or something to repair the boat.
I have a natural 20.
Can I use Smith's tools?
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
Alright,
as long as he's using Smith's tools, then I'll use my carpentry tools.
Very good.
And may I also use mending on any seems like pretty significant holes that need to be patched, just 1 foot by 1 foot kind of areas.
Mending takes 1 minute to do, and you guys are going to be traveling for roughly an hour, so that would be 60 uses of it. So
just in conjunction, I still would love to do the roll.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. So that'd be 60 uses of it. So let's give you roll an extra 5d4s. Because for every 5 increment, you're repairing a certain amount of the boat. So yeah, you're absolutely. And Peter, you said you got an unnatural 20. Very good. Sherfa, what'd you get for athletics?
21.
21. Very good. You guys are navigating this boat as the other two that are below deck with you still command you to row harder or pull back and hold or lift up your oars. You guys are doing a superb job of it. You guys don't take any damage due to your control, though there are other things that are going to be out of your control. You guys do not cause any additional harm. You guys navigate the waters very well. Relisa, what'd you get for a perception check?
15.
15. With a 15, you are up there in the crow's nest with, oh my god, where are my notes? Pausing. Armin.
I forgot the name.
Armin is up there with you, and you guys are calling out oh, there's a mass over there to the 15 degrees left, and you're pointing out rocks and whatnot. But together you guys do miss a bit. So the ship does take 5 damage. Olden, if you'll be sure to mark that down. 5 bludgeoning damage, but you do prevent a handful more of issues. Yes, Paige, what are you going to say?
87 HP.
Okay.
I'm right.
And then Olden and Tetra, what did you guys roll?
So go ahead, because I have a lot
I
of
was going to
math
ask,
to do.
are we adding any abilities to our tool checks?
So
Ability score.
what's you said
Proficiency, but
yeah, so blacksmithing, you could, I think that would be strength. So strength
then
plus
carpenters?
proficiency. Carpenter would probably be dexterity. Yeah, probably dexterity.
Okay.
then 27.
Shit. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3,
I rolled a 20 on the die.
4. Nice. And I'll give you an extra one, so 5. So remember 5. Okay, Olden.
So on the carpenter's tools, I did a 15 on the die, plus 3 dexterity, plus 6 tool expertise, so 24.
And then roll the extra 4d4. Is that what I said?
5d4 is what I had from you,
That's
but
right.
I got a result of 12 out of the
So that brings your total to what?
36 if I'm adding those together.
My god. Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So at 7. So that's 12d6 healing. If one of you will roll, actually, each of you roll 66 for me.
Okay.
Ooh, I have 66.
I have 66 too.
Ooh.
I'm like going out of my way to get it.
And then
I'm gonna
Olden,
roll a d6 6 times.
add this to the boat's health, whatever your two
Okay.
combined stuff is. Wow, you guys very successfully went through this area.
Yeah.
Right.
It's awesome.
Great.
You got the two people who are
I
good at
high five
fixing stuff.
Simon.
Fixing stuff.
Right. Yeah. Oh, before you add that up, Olden, what was the boat health? 86?
87 is what I've got.
87.
Oh. How'd it get so low? I'm
Lots
joking.
of goblin arrows.
I'm joking. I know how it did.
Got so many holes in this boat. All right, here's my 66 is. That's a lot of 6s and 5s. Holy crap. Okay. 6 and 6 is 12. 5, 5, 5 is 17, 27, and a 2 is 29.
I feel like you did math wrong there. I think you
You
missed
said
10.
5, 5, and 5?
Is 15 is 27.
We started.
Plus. So 6
Yeah.
and 6 is 12. Plus 5, 5,
Yeah.
5 is 15 is 27.
Yes.
Plus 2 is 29.
Oh, okay. Well, when you first said plus 555, you said it's 17. So
Yeah,
then,
you did.
Oh.
Then
Well-
after that, I was wildly like, I didn't follow.
I'm so, I showed my work wrong, but I still got the right answer.
All right, you got 27. I got 19. So, 46.
All right, so 27 would put us at 114, and then yours was what?
19.
19
Not
would
bad.
put us at 133.
Ooh.
And what's the max HP for a boat?
300
I'm just.
A lot.
for this
We're
one.
like
Noted.
not
Yeah.
even halfway repaired. We're still looking pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean,
was just curious.
yeah. And you know that
Which
would
is
make sense
awesome.
taking this much damage, and while you're out still traveling, like you're repairing it as you go, it
Yeah,
makes
it's not
sense you
like-
can't get it too pristine. So
Yeah,
I'm
we're not
actually
dry docked.
I'm very satisfied that those that kind of worked out really well. So cool. But you guys are yeah, you've made your way. Let me drag you. You've made your way all the way up here. You pass a bunch of the kind of harrowing rapids and whatnot that you guys are coming up on, and you are approaching B2. So Simon, Peter, you guys are approaching this landing. There is the B2 mining site, which is he refers to it as the last stop. And he says, "All right, well, this is I mean, it's called last stop. It kind of is, kind of not, but you know, over to the oh my God, east. That is where we are going to find the lair of what you're looking for. Heading off to the west, you know, that is kind of undiscovered territory. There were some exploratory minor companies that went out that way, but none of them came back. So, very dangerous. I probably wouldn't go that way. You guys want to continue on the way to the location? You want to stop at B2? What are we doing? Peter. He's calling, seeing if you guys want to stop at B2 or if you want to continue on to the lair. So as you guys are kind of approaching this area, what you'd see from a distance, you would see a handful of tents, some like stone walls that are set up, kind of separating the tents from like the river. But you see like kind of like a ghost town of a tent situation. So do you guys want to continue?
I also have a question. I don't know if I was just missed it, but did he explain what were in these other two directions that we passed by as we were going past?
Yeah, let me get back. I'm trying to shuffle between maps. Map. Here we go. Yeah, so those were the first one was C. The C maps down here. Whoa. Click.
Oh, I thought that was our first one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this one is just it connects. There's nothing. I'll go ahead and show you because there's no point really hiding it. It was just a different set of challenges depending on which way you go.
Ah, okay. It's the loop.
Yeah.
Loop-de-loop.
But yeah, he says, you guys want to just continue past, or are we stopping?
Well, I'm hired by Simon, so it's whatever Simon wants.
Hey, boss man.
Let's go.
Boss
Let's stop
man.
it. We can
Continue
find
path.
something cool stuff.
There might be those tents and things. So it's better to not run into any other people.
Okay. Yeah, you guys continue on as you. What is happening
That's another
with
question.
my maps? Yeah, what's up?
I remember when I fired at the spoopy fish hook man, that I rolled a natural one on one of the hits. Does that mean that this thing is busted and I need to repair it?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Mark whatever gold that takes, but I assume you can't fail that, right? We talked about.
I can.
I thought you already
technically.
fixed it though.
I haven't. I fixed my pistol because that also misfired and broke.
Wait, what misfired?
The tee-hee-hee.
The hee
Oh yes, it did. You took damage from that.
I'm a
So I mean, I don't fail it. So yeah, I spend
10 gold, I think.
10 gold worth of materials, yeah, to repair it.
Very good. Okay, so yeah, you guys continue passing this potentially super awesome loot stuff and continue. Pedro, Peter, you might stand up, get some energy, my friend. You guys make your way, and you come to a bit of a dead end. It is.
Oh no, it's the dead end.
It is towards the end
shit.
of the day. You feel it in your bones, though you can't see it. But it is towards the end of the day. Crap, I need to start marking these days because stuff happens other way. Hold on.
It's been like 2 days.
Is that right? Let's see.
I
Left.
believe so.
Let's see.
We've had 2 sleeps.
We've only slept
Once
here.
here.
No, you guys slept
No.
at
Did
The
we?
first
A-
night when
A2.
we found
Mhm.
Right.
Teehee,
Right, where the fires happened.
Oh, right. Yeah.
so we had
Okay.
fires, and then after the goblins, we've slept 2 times.
So this is the end of our second day out.
Yes.
First day and then sleep.
No, wait.
Second
What's
day
the
and
time
then
it took
sleep.
to get
This
to
is
the
day 3.
river?
Yeah, this is the end of day 3. So you slept at
Yeah.
A2, then you slept in the middle of the river, and now you're at the end of your third day up here at B3.
So isn't it we had the whole first day out and then slept, right?
Yep.
And the whole second day out and then
And then
slept.
slept.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is our third day.
We're at the end of a whole nother day. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're missing all the cool stuff.
We can
okay.
go back.
So you guys do arrive at B3. You see that the river kind of dead ends. It goes off into. You can see that there's a bunch of various like river mouths where the river kind of continues on, but is definitely not the size of a boat or anything along those lines. But the river continues elsewhere. But there is a kind of dead end where it kind of inclines, so the water's not rushing up. But you see a very large, open, wide, rock cavernous pathway into the cave. Simon says, "All right, well, we will dock, and we'll keep on patching things up." And he kind of points over at I know Peter can't hear me right now, but he'll say,
Simon, your voice sounds strangely high.
"No, this
Yeah,
is
weird.
This is Jamie talking."
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah. But he'll say,
Said Simon.
he looks over at Simon and says, we're gonna patch up here at the landing site, and we're gonna do some more repairs while you guys do your thing, whatever it is. Now, Mr. Simon, will you come talk with me in my office, please?
Sure.
So he takes you in there, and he takes off his tricorn hat and sits down and gestures you to have a seat. He pours you a bit of wine in a goblet, and he sits back, unrolls your contract, and he says, all right, so we have been under your service for 3 days currently. It's going to take us at least 6 days to get out of here. We've done some extensive repairs, and you see he's taken a very very meticulous notes about the damages, and he says, well, we got about, how much did I say repairs were?
Nothing, because we did them.
No, but you used his material, sir.
By
let
the
me
way,
see
were
here.
there any Underdark trees nearby?
Nope. Let's see here.
Damn. I repair the boat with Underdark stone.
I forget
using-
where it is, but I think it was two silver a health point. Is that what we agreed on, or was it one copper or something? It wasn't. I think it was copper.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Let me...
Oh, here we go. 3 gold a day. Bolt. 1 silver plus repairs. 1 silver piece per HP. So you guys are currently at 240 silver pieces for repairs. So he says, currently you guys are at 3 days of travel. That's going to be 6 days of return and 240 silver pieces for the repairs. I need to know and collect money from you for how long you want me to stay here until you return. If you do not return by the time indicated for the whatever money you pay me, we will leave. So our fee, as discussed, is 3 gold a day for myself, a silver piece for the boat, and then of course repairs.
I handed over the money
So
for everything but the repairs.
right. So you paid for, I think we'll say, 9 days of travel. So 3 days there, 6 days back, so 9 days, because that's how long it
I
takes.
thought we rounded it up to 10.
That sounds fine. Well, we did, because I gave you a wrong estimation previously. That estimation, I adjusted it because I had more time to think about. So you would have paid for 9 days. So he's asking you essentially how long do you want him to sit around and wait for you? He says that they have enough provisions for staying here 10 days if they have to.
Right. Well, we'll be heading up to the Medusa. Would you have an idea of how far travel that is?
Unfortunately, I've only captained the boat. I've never been to the excursions themselves.
Fair enough. Based off of what I've seen, I wouldn't wait more than 3 days max.
He nods his head, and he says, "Well,
I
let's
expect to be back in 1, but just in case."
absolutely let's go ahead and square up." So he's going to ask for 30 gold. So 240 in repairs, which is 24 gold. And then additional 3, so actually 20, what is that, 7? 27 gold.
27 gold?
Yep.
I'll hand it over.
Very good. So he says, very good. We will wait for you for 3 days. In the meantime, we will continue repairing the boat, the ship. I don't call it a boat, it's a ship. And actually, what is the current health? Blake?
The current health is 133.
So actually, he needs another 16 gold and 7 silver. Because that's how much it'll take for it to get tip-top shape. Because they're going to be repairing it while you're gone. The 24 gold is how much it costs to get it to what it is now. But to get it back to what it was when you left is an additional 16 gold, 7 silver.
That makes sense.
So you guys have currently spent 240 silver on the current repairs.
Wait, how much has this ship taken total?
The ship has taken, let's see, it got down to like, what, 87? So it went down to 153, and then you guys repaired to 180, and then it dropped down to 87. So,
What was it starting off with?
so
Let
300,
me do my own math.
yeah, 300
300?
down to 153, which is 147. But that 153 went up to 180. So it was healed for 27. And then it went down to 88?
87.
87. So 180 down to 87, which is... That's wrong. 180 minus 87.
So that 240 is total.
But we want to get it all the way back up to 300 health.
Where it was.
Yeah. I mean, I just did the math. 300 down, then down.
Down to
280.
153 is 147. So 147 health. And then up to 180. 180 down to 87 is 93. So that's
93 plus
147 plus 93 is 240 gold to get it up to what it is currently, which is what, Blake?
133.
So that gets it up to 133.
Wait, didn't you say the 90?
All right, let me join in.
Yeah.
Because you
Give me the numbers
okay.
again.
300
300,
minus to 180. I don't know.
180, yeah.
300 minus 180.
And then down to 87.
Well, no. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. To skip all the others. Well, no, because there's
And-
healing
and
that was
after
done.
it was at
No.
87.
No. So 300 down to 153. So that's 147.
147 damage.
And then it was repaired to 180.
We're ignoring that right now. So 180 minus 87, right? That is 93. So
Right.
the damage total that is fully taken is 240 damage total, regardless of repairs that we've done.
Right, but if the health goes up and then goes back down, then that's a cumulative, isn't it?
Yes, and I did that. 147 plus 93.
So here's
Oh.
the thing. We paid what, 27 gold just now, or 270 silver, or whatever it was.
240.
27 silver. To bring it from 153 to 180, I guess. Is what you're saying.
Right.
So we've already paid it, and now it's at 180. So to bring it back to full, that's another.
Well, it's at 180.
120.
It went from 180 to 87, though.
So here's the question. So you said
Well, then
What-
you guys
what was
give
the
me
f-
wrong numbers because I
what
asked
was
for
the first
like,
jump?
actual numbers.
Okay, so that's
What was the first time we healed it?
so the ship went from 300 health to 153 health after the fires, right?
153. So that is 147 damage.
Yeah. So 147 damage. You guys repaired it for 18.
So then this was
Or-
180.
I'm so sorry. You repaired it for up to 180. Yes, you repaired up to 180. So
And then we brought it down to 87.
so that difference between 153 and 180 is 27. So that's 27 silver of materials that you
Right.
used.
Right. And
147
then we,
plus 93. Total damage. So if we have done no repairs at this point, the ship would be at 300. At 30, I mean. So this is the total damage it has taken,
Mm.
regardless of repairs.
Okay.
so it took 147 damage. We repaired 27 of it, and then it took 93 damage.
Right.
And we repaired. We have it up to what?
At
the
133 right now.
133.
133.
Which is a total of 33 and 13 is 46 healing. So we have already repaired it so far for 73. Is that right? Which we have to pay for, 73 silver. And it's currently at 133. So to get from 133 up to 300 is, 100 and some odd,
62.
27 or 70.
No, 63. 163.
Why, if it's 163, why are we at 133?
No. 163 to get it up to 300.
Yeah, 133 and 163 is not 300. So why are we at 133? Someone
Wait,
said
what
we're
were we
at
at?
133 right now.
Blake, what are we at?
133.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said 137. 167. They were fully.
So we need another 167 to repair.
Plus the 33 initial. Plus the
Not
what did we
33,
just
but
repair it to?
27. We repaired 27 and then we repaired 46. 27 and 46 should be 73. Yeah.
So 27 plus
73 and 167 is a total of 240. So
Okay,
we
so
should owe
240
a
is
total
the
of
total.
240.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. You owe 24 gold then. So as for the 24 gold, plus
I
the
removed it.
plus the 3 gold a day for the captain and the 1 silver a day for the ship, so that would be 9 more gold and 3 more silver. 3 gold a day for the captain.
Okay, so
1
I
silver a day.
gave 27, so that's 3. So I'll remove 7 more gold.
Okay, sure.
Bring that to an even 10.
Okay,
Throw it away.
sounds good. Cool. I'm not good at math, but I believe in y'all's math. So
Well, I slowly broke it down into steps so that we could double check everything.
Like I did all the total damage regardless. If I would have gotten to like 350, it would have been 350. We're lucky we repaired it.
cool. You do that. So next, you guys disembark the ship. What do you guys do? You are at this cave mouth entrance. You look ahead of you. It's only about 10 foot diameter. You might be able to go 2 by 2, but you see the entrance of this cave.
If it's 2 by 2, who is leading the way?
I'd be the way.
Probably
You're
Simon and Sherfin?
I can. Is it safe for me to light my axe, do you think? Or should. I don't know if it's dark in here. I'm assuming it is.
It is pitch black.
I would
Think
go
I should
ahead.
light it? Anyone?
Are you asking everyone?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
asking everyone. Okay, I'll light it then.
Go for it.
Hey, does Tetra know what a Medusa is or anything about a Medusa?
Wait, I asked Simon a bunch of questions.
Yeah, because I'm about to ask Simon. So, Simon, what are
Like,
we
I-
looking for?
I would have explained it. A Medusa. Technically, they're called Gorgon. Don't want to. If you're within some range and they can see you and you look at them, you will start to turn to stone. So be careful on that. I plan on getting up close, and I'll probably pull out just a piece of cloth that I plan on tying over my eyes
I bought a mirror.
and trusting.
Yeah, I
Is it
thought
really
we
that bad?
discussed it.
I think we determined.
Mhm.
I think we determined I didn't know of the mirror.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I knew.
Oh,
I knew.
I thought you rolled for it and it said I could, but okay, I won't have it. I'll just have the wrap because I did buy a wrap for my eyes as well.
And
I thought I had a mirror, but that's okay.
the
Do we
powerful.
know- Am I still gonna turn to stone if I'm already rock hard?
Oh god.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Yes. You guys arrive.
How long have you been waiting to say that joke? I'm just kidding.
So long.
It's less than a minute.
Oh, okay.
Just waiting
Fresh
to
on my
be
mind.
polite.
That's funny. You guys arrive to
Oh,
this
like a map.
cave wall. Go ahead and place your guys on this pathway.
Push
One
it.
thing that I
Push it
would
way
want to
up
do
front.
Where is the pathway?
Far
Yeah.
left.
Left.
Oh, I
Northwest.
see.
I see.
Is I would just be rapid firing, detect. Wait, what's it called?
Detect magic, Eldritch Sight.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
That
use my
will
actions to keep
spam.
doing that boom, boom, boom to see if I can find any fun things.
Cool.
I was gonna just say, should maybe like, I was planning on, since I don't have a mirror now, walking forward and only basically staring at the minimum ground until I want to put on my like cloth and then fight this thing. I don't know if anyone wants to be like paying attention more to the ceilings while I stare at the ground.
Sure, I'll take a look at what's above you from in the rear with the gear.
All right.
Hey, Alex.
Yes.
I can't click. I thought that we kicked Amanda out.
We did.
We just need to change ownership of that character one more time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I can.
He's back again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Alex.
Beyond the grave.
Where the hell is Relisa? There she is.
Lisa,
Edit.
why don't you come back here with me, and we can have 4B take a slightly more central spot so that he can rush ahead and help deflect attacks if he needs to.
Sounds good.
So as you guys
Hopefully he
approach,
doesn't turn to stone.
you do
that's
see
good point.
ahead of
What
you a
needs is he?
large stone gate.
Ooh.
Not immune to being petrified.
The gate looked at her.
Does it have a lock, or is it just?
You want to investigate it?
I'm not gonna touch it, but sure, I will look at it.
Give me a perception check.
Is there any like writing?
Give me investigation if you're gonna get up close and touch it. Give me perception if you're looking with your eyes and tell
Not
me what you're
horrible.
rolling.
I am not
Well,
touching
then
it.
I'm using my eyeballs.
I'll use my eyeballs for perception.
18.
19 for what?
18 for perception because I'm not touching it. I'm just looking to see if there's a lock or anything.
21 also perception.
Okay, Simon?
10.
10. So
Nailed
Simon, you
perception.
actually you reduce the helpfulness of this whenever. So I've explained this previously, but I will say again that when there's more than 2 people rolling, the second person rolling gives advantage. A third person gives either a bonus or a minus depending on the DC that I set. If you roll above 2 help, it's going to be just a +1 on top of the advantage. So you could add up to, +3 with 5 players, or it could be -1, -2, -3. What'd you get, Kyle?
21.
21, you're the higher. So still a 20 is still solid. You guys get up there and you're inspecting it. And Olden, what'd you roll for, and Relisa?
I rolled a 18 for perception. I was mostly looking for wording, writing, that kind of stuff.
Olden?
Arithmetic.
And I hadn't participated in looking at the door, but I'd like to be like specifically just like checking over our shoulders and seeing if there's stuff behind us.
And what'd you get?
A natural 20 for 25.
You are kind of looking around, and as you guys, so it took you probably
Not looking at the door though, not helping you guys.
20 or 30 minutes to walk through this tunnel up to this door. There was a few shoot-offs that led to dead ends. But Olden, what you've noticed is the rocks and whatnot, though you're away from the river, there seems to be this moisture or residue of some sort of slime or something that's kind of in various spots that just kind of seem to ooze out the walls that kind of catch your eye. It's a little off-putting. For the group looking at this door ahead of you, it does not have any sort of language on there. There are a few runes and whatnot as you guys kind of point to each other, the various things. But you do see that this is sealed fairly tight. Let me see, perception check. You don't see any sort of handle or socket of any sort or keyhole. You don't see any sort of mechanical obvious things that might come down, but you don't
Any magic?
there's no magic detected on this door.
Let's try to lift it or push it. I'd try to lift it or push it.
Okay,
Which one?
Well, I mean, I can do both. I push if nothing happens. I look for something to grab to lift.
yeah, you go up and give me a strength check.
Oh!
Oh. 16.
You begin to push, and the door just begins to slowly, as you are pushing and it's scraping. It is very, very slowly, but it does in fact open up down the middle as you kind of push on these doors.
I'm doing it.
Ahead of you,
Good.
you see just an open kind of cavern that kind of leads out that separates to the left and right. If you guys would begin to move your icons wherever you want to be.
Just in the door we speak. As I pushed open the door. Yep. Come on, guys.
Well, which way we going, Simon?
As you guys get here, was a 60-foot dark vision.
I got my axe lit up.
Okay. Keep
So
in
I'm
mind.
still staring at the ground.
Keep in mind that the grid is not exactly lined up with the battle map, so just be mindful of that. It's a little weird.
There you go.
Goddamn.
Thanks.
Yeah, you
Goddamn.
are able to see a good amount in the area. To the kind of south, you see these like stalagmites that reach up to stalactites that come from the ceiling, connect to these like pillars. To the north, you see these very large mushrooms, about 5 foot tall, with mushroom canopies that reach out about 6 foot wide. You see a small dusting kind of out around them with your dark vision that radiate about a 10 foot around there.
I recommend south.
Yeah, I don't like mushrooms.
Seeing the mushrooms, though, that would be reminiscent of like the mushroom guys. Did anything that I saw as we like docked and arrived or looked backwards through the tunnel remind me of mushroom anything?
No, nothing really kind of caught you off guard as far as something that might have been ringing a bell to that.
Nothing smelled like stroganoff.
Ooh, stroganoff.
Yeah, I kind of want stroganoff now.
Simon, as you begin to march this way, you see that there's an embankment, or I forget the exact wording, but escarpment that kind of goes up in elevation about 10 feet or so, and then you begin to see some. No, you don't. You just see an escarpment that goes like upward, and you guys would be able to see some sort of like hill of like moss or some sort of vegetation. But then you also see some stairs that appear to be carved into the stone that lead upward.
Fireball.
Give me what is everyone's passive perception? Anyone over a 15?
Yep, I have a 16.
18.
15?
Okay, the three of you, Alden, Relisa, and Tetra, you would hear kind of like a mixture of hammering and like a squelching noise, like, and a like hard ticking noise with like a pickaxe or a shovel coming from the southern area.
There's flesh miners here.
I don't know what that is.
A butcher.
I don't know what that is either.
Where are we going? What we doing?
Let's keep going, because I don't want to go through mushrooms.
Do I have any
No,
pingy ping pings happening in my brainy brain?
Nope, 30 feet, no.
I'm sticking within range of Sherfa for sure, because she's my only source of light.
Okay.
I've moved.
I can
I was.
I can light something for you, Alden, if you want
So,
light on
I
you.
know I have 60-foot dog vision, so I'll do a foot.
Thank you for the offer, Relisa. I mean, sure, I guess. Whatever light sources you feel comfortable with, but I don't need anything lit of my own.
Yeah, so as you begin to make your way south, Simon, you do see up on that escarpment, you see these goblinoid mushroom hybrid looking creatures. Give me a perception check as you see them. They have these wooden tools with like
Baby Yoda.
stone heads as they're like hammering into this pile of something.
16.
With a 16, it's hard to pinpoint what exactly they might be or what they're harvesting, but you take a look at their eyes and they are gouged out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, so they don't see
Smart.
anything. Oh. Should I close my eyes now?
Actually, that's a good point. Would you be looking up during all this? Who
I know
looking
I'm
up.
not.
Okay, so Sherfa.
Because I had said that I was going to keep a look at the ceiling for Sherfa.
Okay.
Feeling and I'm looking at the ground.
All right, who else
Ish,
is
like-
looking away?
Feet and below.
I don't think I'm looking away yet,
Okay.
even though I'm wise.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Is anyone
I
else?
would've-
I need you to tell me like sooner than later.
If I would have seen that their eyes are gouged out, because I would have seen that, right? You said that
If you're looking, yeah. If you have over
Yeah.
15, yeah.
Yeah, so seeing their eyes would be my indicator where I'm like, oh damn, and I'm like barely looking at the floor, like I'm squinting because I'm so scared about my eyes now.
So are you so mechanically, if you are avoiding eye contact, any sort of perception check, any attack roll is all at disadvantage. So I need to so you're looking down
Yep.
mechanically. Okay.
Yep.
That's okay, very good. So
As
Simon
of now that I saw the eyeballs
for
scratched
sure,
out.
for sure. So yeah, Simon, Tetra, you guys are kind of, you look around, you see your allies are kind of avoiding contact, so you guys are having to take the lead. What are you guys doing?
Feeling self-conscious about not looking down, but not looking down.
Not yet.
Hey.
I'll look
I'm moving ahead.
I'll look up the stairs a little bit.
Yeah, you look up the stairs, and the stairs go up a good 40 feet in elevation, and just goes into more dark grays and different shades of grays up there. There's no light or anything, but you can see that they clearly go upward.
Alright.
I'm following you
let's
guys. I'm just
begin.
watching your feet. Yep.
I would be looking mostly down while climbing those.
Are you looking down then?
Mostly down.
I need to know if you're looking down mechanically.
Nope.
Okay, understood. All right, so yeah, you climb the stairs and crap.
Yes. Following
Reveal.
Simon and watching his little feet go up the stair.
Very good.
Well,
very good.
they're not little probably, but
Yeah, so you approach and you see a tunnel that breaks off to the left and continues to the right. You see one of these creatures kind of like grabbing this like large slop of something, just like slaps it onto the
Ew.
card, makes a very nasty, sickening kind of squelching noise. Give me 1 second. But yeah, it just is kind of working and picking this slop off the ground, throwing it up on this cart.
Green is people!
Are you guys being stealthy at all, or are you just kind of walking through cautiously?
I think at this point I would start stealthing.
Okay.
yeah.
Trying
So up
to.
until now, no. But now, okay. I'll take
Well, he's
the cue
He-
from you.
more in the way at this point.
Okay.
Previously, it looks like they were pretty much us, and then
Roll a stealth check for me then, everybody.
10.
Could actually use it.
I'm going to ask how this might work. If I want to not move stealthily, but move a certain distance behind everyone, is that... I won't ask you to answer that. Never mind. I'm just going to walk... I'm going to walk like probably 30 feet behind Sherfa and not be stealthy.
That will be taken into consideration. Very good. Just mark, move yourself back.
I'm
So
going to
10 for
remind-
Relisa. What'd you get, Simon?
18.
Tetra?
Hold on. Stealth.
And I suppose I'll have 4B with me at that same distance.
Okay. And you're not rolling stealth, okay? Tetra, Sherf, what'd you get?
Oh, nice. Okay. 25 with disadvantage.
Wow.
Jesus, that's not even fair.
Sherf,
That's
what'd
That's
you
right.
get?
We have to
insane.
be
Actually insane.
No,
Why are
he
we-
has disadvantage
Oh, okay.
already. It's just him. Mine's 18.
It's because of the
I rolled-
armor.
Yeah,
Rolled a
Yep.
double 19.
Nice.
Yep.
That's
Um,
crazy.
I
I
have
will-
disadvantage too, but I rolled decent.
when we're going in, I'm gonna just remind everyone if they're doing melee attacks that my wolf
Stay
gives
close.
an advantage if you're within 5 feet of me. So try and stay close if you
Stand
can.
right next to you.
If you're a melee attacker in the first place,
Doesn't
because it's
do me any
only
good,
melee.
bestie.
Tetra,
Oh, the
Simon,
summer
Sherfa, and Relisa, give me dexterity saves.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, I have advantage on dexterity.
If you can see it.
Can I
Uh,
what?
Good question right now.
yeah, you
That's
absolutely,
true.
you absolutely can see it. Yeah, 17.
Okay.
13.
So, oh, thank God I have advantage.
9.
14. Still not great,
This
even
is
with advantage.
So perfect from how you guys are laid out. So as you guys begin to climb these stairs, you don't really notice it at first, but as you begin to step, your footing begins to slide a bit as
Ooh,
there's
it's
more
slippery.
slime on the steps. Olden, that you see from the walls, and you're kind of Olden. You bend down and like touch it with your fingers and like kind of rub it, and you're like, ugh, and you look up and you just see Tetra going as he slides down the steps.
Oh, what?
Bye, Tetra.
Tetra, take 3 bludgeoning damage as you fall kettle over ass down the steps. But now that you've kind of encountered it, you're able to make your way back up. Even with that stealth check, you're not noticed.
Oh no.
No, he's not noticed. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you see this creature ahead of you, Simon, as you kind of hear this clattering go down the stairs. What would you
I
guys
just
like to
have a question because I do have my rollerblades on right now, and I know that that's not necessarily a thing, but wouldn't that be like bad with rollerblades? I mean, boots of rolling.
do? You don't know until you try.
I mean, I've already tried to go up
They're
and I
not
rolled really bad, but
Are you
Popped
are you
out,
on
right?
your rollerblades right now?
yeah, I haven't taken them off.
Since when? Oh, well, you pop them in and out, don't you?
Yeah, aren't they like wheelies or
I thought they were like
Yeah.
wheelies.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so
Yeah, they're built
they're
into
not always wheels.
they're
and
built
then I can
into
pop
your
them out.
boots, and you pop them out when you activate.
Okay, never
the
mind. I
thing.
don't have them on.
Yeah, I assume not.
No,
That's what
we're
I
good.
thought. I was so confused. Okay,
That's
I thought
funny.
they were wheelies too.
I just
Okay,
thought
cool.
They were like roller skates.
Hilarious.
All right,
No.
continue.
Okay, so
Rollerblades.
yeah, very good. So yeah, you guys are making your way up. What are you guys doing?
Make my way. Just still very carefully, I guess. Now that I know it's slippery, following and watching Simon's feet, and I'll just ask Olden, "Do you see anything at the top?"
Yeah, I'm looking up. I'm like checking the top of the ceiling of this tunnel we're walking through
I'll be
above the
like-
stairs.
There's another one of those goblin things.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna
Baby
head
Yoda,
north
fucking-
to avoid it.
God. Okay. Careful, scuttle, scuttle. I'm like scuttling past.
Okay, so to
Come on, guys.
avoid that,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm like there.
very good. So you begin to head north, and you see that this is a cave system that continues to the other side. Let me see. You have 60 feet. So
I have the on, can't you see?
yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
Oh, that woman.
So you can see just around the corner, like an edge of another creature that's on the other side of this tunnel.
When I see that, I'm gonna look to the south to see what else is down. Yeah.
Yeah. And this creature, actually, now that you're within 5 feet of you, 10 feet of it, it actually turns and faces towards you. And
Just
and
if we're
it's-
not still remembering, my axe is still lit. I asked you guys if I was gonna have my axe lit
Yeah.
going in here.
I need
Their
that
eyes
to be
are
lit.
gouged out.
What'd you say,
Oh,
Peter?
that's right.
Their eyes are gouged
That-
out.
Their eyes are gouged.
Yeah. Well, this new thing might not. I don't know.
We only have to
I'm
worry if
just-
it turns to us and Knight of the Body Snatcher points and screeches at us.
Yep.
That is quite literally what it does. It turns towards you and it goes, and it just like squeals and retches out towards you as it pulls out an axe and will charge out towards you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fun.
Oh, 6.
I have advantage. Oh, much better at
18.
least.
18,
16.
16. Simon, or yeah, what do you guys? Well, who else got what? Come on.
5.
Okay.
He's-
Relisa,
11.
Holden, Relisa,
6.
6. Okay, so, Simon, what do? You're up first. Sherfa, you're next.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to him
Mm-hmm.
and try to just quickly slash him down.
Okay. Move up to him and go ahead and roll an attack.
Where is this thing?
Right there.
That
Right
one?
there.
That's the one that does? Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
I hope so.
13
No,
damage.
it doesn't.
13 damage. You quickly slay this thing. As it raises its arm, you see its jaw drop down as it inhales a deep breath, and you just go up and you just shink it right into its throat, and it goes. It doesn't get off its scream, and it falls dead.
Well,
Oh,
it's
thank
dead.
God.
I can
I
see
was
that on
worried
the
these
ground.
were like some kind of mushroom things wearing a goblin head.
It might be.
I
What?
want to do a more closer look at these things now.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing? You see Simon kind of turn and react as this thing raises its arm and like looks over, its head tilted back and its jaw begins to descend. He just runs up and shanks it right in the throat. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm trying to catch up to him after falling down the stairs.
Yeah, you're able to get back up the stairs without issue now that you know the situation.
I'm gonna pretty much be keeping my post, but I'm gonna be like just scanning the ground for any coming footsteps.
Also, well done, Simon.
Yeah.
'Kay.
But just in case anything's coming running after the thing apparently pointed at him, I'm gonna just be scanning.
Okay, and what were you wanting to check on the thing, Simon?
Like, what else does it look? What else? About it.
Give me a. What do you want to roll for this? Medicine, maybe? Like to figure out its autonomy, its kind of origins of sorts, or
I would
nature?
say medicine or nature, but they're the same thing for me. So
Well, explain to me which one you want, and I will flavor it towards one or the other. What would Simon be thinking in this moment? How would he
medical.
try to understand it? Okay, medically. Yeah, so roll medicine check.
So he's gonna look to see how the mushroom is connected to goblin flesh and what
Yeah,
have you.
yeah.
5.
5. This
It
is
looks confusing.
It's very exactly
So
very well
confused.
put. It's very confusing. It's also pretty horrific. Like you look and like where like you've seen people with warts and other sort of dysmorphic things on their bodies, but this is like literally mushrooms sprouting out in spots that are just like porous and pussy. It's pretty vile.
What is that disorder? That fear, a natural fear of things that have too many holes in it?
Ugh.
Trypophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it look like Simon?
Trypophobia.
Okay.
Yeah, it sure does.
Sherpa has no idea what the fuck that means.
Me either.
You know those frogs that
That's
hold their
good.
babies on
That's
their back?
good.
I also love that you have that random word.
Me?
Should I Google it?
I hear it a
Google that.
lot.
Do not
How do you
Google
spell
that.
it?
You just ate dinner.
TRY P-O-phobia.
It doesn't bother me. It never has.
Oh, I'm a baby.
Apparently, I have it.
Cool.
Like it can sometimes bother me.
All right, now I gotta Google it. What is it? How do you spell it?
It turns my
Oh.
stomach. It actually makes me upset.
Like it.
P-O.
Yeah.
And then phobia. P-H-O-B-I-A.
Like- It fascinates me. It's like pimple popping. Like all I
No.
want to do is just
no,
like
stop.
yeah.
No.
He
Yep.
loves pimple
No.
popping
No.
stuff so much.
No.
When it's on
No.
skin, I have more of an issue than when it's not skin.
Oh,
Like-
I got the post for you. I'm about to.
Like if
Please.
it's like the flower or something, that's fine. But when
Yeah.
they show like the skin, I'm just like ah.
Oh my
ah.
god.
I'm
Yep.
so glad that I'm like, no, I won't.
And I'm not looking at that. Yeah. No.
It does not bother
enough,
me at all.
Enough of what I need
Yeah,
from the
like that.
thumbnail.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll remove the embed for you.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Oh god.
Is that what
the
it looks
appropriate
like,
response.
Alex?
Hold
I
on.
really
Let
should
me.
have looked at that. I'm about to go to bed.
Is that real?
Why
Yeah.
did you do that?
No, it's not. That's
No.
Photoshop.
Or
Okay.
what
Doesn't
you call
matter
it?
though. It's still repulsive.
So some of it is real.
Guys, my hand itches.
I know chiggers on the bottom of feet can cause things like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But generally you don't have to worry about that unless you want to go to I think Africa and walk around barefoot
Mm.
for a while.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to know what this looks like. All right, move it on.
Moving
What's the
on.
next
I
thing
see
we get
three-
to kill?
It's not
I
great,
see
but it's
three
not.
ways.
It's not god awful. Yeah. What are you guys? What are you doing?
Are we moving forward?
You know what?
Are we going
It's 12
inside?
o'clock. I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Peter has a
Yeah.
guest over. And this
You're trying
kid-
to do something at 7:30, right?
Yeah, my breakfast is at 7:30.
Yeah.
At a restaurant
Yeah.
with her sister.
You go
so-
night night.
very cool.
This
Well,
dice bag.
it's a
always
change for bed.
falls into
She's
that
already gone to
category.
bed.
oh,
Good night.